Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get started with this. Non-stop queuing today. That's kind of what we did last time for the first stream. That's what we're going to be doing again today. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Let's switch over to here. Hello, good day. As usual, I will use this time of my available day to also help answer questions, help people out. That's going to be the plan. But I'm just going to start right away. I may as well. There's so many people who are actually watching on Twitch now. You know, just in general, all of Arcade is a lot more popular, and hopefully will become more and more popular as the month progresses. And I have to start just practicing, getting back in the mood. I always really enjoyed PvP, so I have to just keep practicing that. Invictus, hello, hello. Good to see you. And yeah, so that's gonna be the plan for today. Did I get the emote yet? Let's see, probably not, right? God, they said that it takes... People say that it takes weeks just to get an emote through. Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay, good. Who am I fighting? Hello. Okay, Fnatic. Well, I don't think I can beat that, but that's fine. Good way to start. Just because it's... Man, it's so hard to kill Fnatics. What was I saying? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're just starting it up. See how this goes. First fight should be a loss. Fnatic is really good in 1v1. I don't think anybody really plays it in raid versus raid. But a 1v1 class will beat me at all times. He has a lot less health. That's a bit weird. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, he actually used that thing. Okay. Yeah, there's not much I can do because of that, unfortunately. Look at that. I mean, I still did a lot of damage, which is a little bit... it doesn't matter. And he still had a heal, too. Oh well. The Malediction is really, really good at keeping somebody just in one spot, which is just great for 1v1 when you're ranged. Not really much you could do about it. I don't think I can use Defiance to get out of it. But, I mean, I really need to figure out some way. Look at that! I actually don't understand how he is able to do that every single time. Okay, that's good. Man, he's getting out of every single stun. Look at this. Seriously. He's getting out of everything, constantly. And I still didn't bind this button, but... And I just cannot catch him. Look at that. Look at this. Man, it's so hard to fight against it. Ugh. His movement, it's just so crazy. Fnatic, I can't be 1v1 classes, unfortunately. I could do what I was doing before, where I essentially just change all my ancestral skills to give me a 1v1 advantage, at least, again, until I'm a little bit more comfortable. God, this is so loud, hold on. To me, at least. I think it's a bit loud. Maybe it's not too loud for you. In fact, let's do this then. But anyways, I just have to get more used to the class again and get used to the gameplay because it's been so long. Can you guys let me know how the actual volume is of the music? Because I'm starting to just use a player to do it for me. So if it's okay, then I'm not going to bother with it. Wait, I have to go back. I can't queue from here. Okay, let's do this. I still feel like I need to, because I don't want to rely on Hellspear being a single target spell. And I won't in the end, for sure. Especially since it won't be able to at all, right, you know, before anybody gets ancestral abilities in the new server. But just for now, as I ease myself back in to the game that I haven't played for so many months, let's do this. Man, this Shadow Step could be really good or really bad. Should I try it? You have to use it within a second every time. Let's try it. Why not? It could be an actual, like, game changer. Could be a game changer, so I'm gonna give it a go. Let's see how that feels. Alright, let's go back in. See if I can fight the same guy again. Can't win against him, but he's a good person to fight against because it forces me to be a lot more mobile and think on my feet, which is good. gonna get the same person. I'm not playing with the FOV mod, which is a little bit distracting to me. Gosh. Yeah, I have to think about that. Isn't there some way you can actually do it? Didn't they add a slider to it here? I feel like there was a way. And the FOV mod is just awesome, but I don't think that... I guess I can go and reapply it. I don't even know if it's going to work for AAU. I'm sure... I have no idea. I'm not sure of anything, to be fair. I thought they had a slider here, but maybe that was just with the mod. Oh well, because this is not great. I thought they did, though. I thought that they made... Did they not make the FOV much larger? What happened? What am I missing? The slider's just with the mod. Yeah, okay. So that's true. But is it because of my resolutions? No, that can't be right. Wide view. Got it. There we go. Aha! Okay, now I feel a lot better. Whew. Slightly. I mean, yeah, I can't zoom outside of the map and see what's going on in the next door, but this is good enough for me right now. I'm not going to even bother with the FOV mod. Alright. So we're back in the groove. Seeing how things work. But otherwise, yeah, if you guys have any questions or just, you want to chill and chat, probably help. I've played for a long time, so hopefully that's good. Hey, Nani. What's going on? You're chilling back there. You'll be watching me play a different game than you normally do. Hopefully it's slightly entertaining. I know that you play Warcraft a bit more. This is a bit different. But personally, I adore the PvP in ArcheAge. More than anything else, I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing with the game now, with releasing a new server, etc. Gives people a chance to get back in. And even if, even during the lifetime of this game, there just hasn't been anything else that has competed against it with what ArcheAge is good at, so... Getting back in the flow of things, relearning. The stream a couple days ago actually went pretty well. Don't play anything at the moment. Oh. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Probably busy. Oh, for the family, yeah, okay. I know how that goes. Family in real life comes first, of course. So... Okay. Oh, you're that tired that you started using a calculator app to call. Man, at some point they just have to mix the two together, because I'm sure that mistake happens all the time. If somebody made a calculator app that also goes and calls people, you just have to go to one space every time. You can't mess up. You can't say that you messed up, right? God. So I'm just playing the soundtrack from every ArcheAge CD and everything. So some of the songs I'm not a big fan of, but I'll just try to switch through them. Alright, let's see if I can get somebody this time. I really do want to fight that Fnatic again, but he doesn't seem to be queuing up. And I don't think that reset happened... Wait, reset happened 20 minutes ago, right? It must have. Yeah, I must have. I've already forgotten what reset times are. Oh my gosh, it's been way too long. The reset times anyways are based on daylight savings times for us, so... I don't know what part of the year is what. But I guess, yeah, 5 p.m. Central, it's probably correct. I doubt it would be 4. Alright, so the way this works is, I can teleport behind somebody up to 3 times, I have to do it within a second, and the range decreases. Do people use this? Does anybody know if actually people use Shadow Step Lightning? Because it's got a lower range, but it's not... I mean, it's not significantly lower, right? Naru. Okay, he's Revenant. Okay, so that is more of a raid versus raid class generally. It can be played very much as a 1v1 class if you just changed literally everything in the build, which he probably did, to be fair, and I have to expect it that way, so let's go ahead and see how this goes. to be honest, I think ancestral abilities were meant to be changed all the time. The reason I like to practice with this one is because I use it in raid versus raid, and I like to practice with what I normally do in raid versus raid. I see you went plate, that's okay. Again, I'll probably win, but I'm not worried about that. I just need to remember everything. Oh. Oh, I didn't actually slow him. Okay. Okay, I don't think this is going my way at all. I still didn't bind that button. Oh my god, I can't even trip him. There we go. Oh! Oh my god, so close. I don't think it worked though. Alright, I need to bind this button. And it's just Arena 1, it's not that crazy. I need to bind it to something that'll actually work. Oh gosh, it's so hard to press it mid-battle. Alright, insulating lens. Okay, I did stun him, so that's good. Okay, put him over there. So he should be using a potion here. Right? I would. He didn't actually use insulating lens. Again, the plate is making it slightly harder to actually fight through this. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's a combo with, that. Ooh. Okay, so my precision strike actually failed there. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Oh. Yeah, I don't think there's much I could do there. My precision strike failed, though. I must have missed, right? Because I don't think that you have perfect accuracy during this. So there's still a bit of RNG to actually win. But, I mean, he was in plate, so I mean, I got through most of his health both times, I think. Probably as good as it gets. Again, I'm still going to keep playing with leather. I don't know. I need to be putting myself on the back foot constantly. I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to let these fights last longer. I'm trying to put myself in art scenario, and I have to keep convincing myself of that because I don't care about this character. There's no point in me winning on this character. I only care about the new character when that gets released at the end of this month. Alright, I'll probably be fighting the same person, which is good. I totally feel out of practice again. I know it's been a couple days since I streamed and since I queued, because I'm not really playing the game outside of streaming. So, I have to just relearn everything once more and get back in practice. Same guy? Nope, Spellsinger. Much more mobile. We'll see if the shadow step actually works in our favor here. Man, I don't know. People do... I don't know. Let me see, is my accuracy 100%? No, it's 99%. Oh my god. Okay, well he went plate, which is, again, totally expected. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, he actually used that too. Shit, I actually can't do anything because of that. It's so hard to actually catch up to him. Well, he's letting everything out that I have go on cooldown too, so, to be fair. Okay, now I am... Wait, how did I take so much damage when he didn't really... Oh, he's played. Right. He's played, of course. I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage to him because he's played. Period. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Man, it makes such a big difference too. Okay, hold on. Man, the run speed is crazy. This is much more interesting fighting them in, you know, in raid versus raid. Look at that! God, I'm completely snared. You know what? Actually, that was bad, because I can't actually do anything about it. He ran away! What? How did he run away? Why? What's the point? Nah. I don't think he actually got... Oh, no, he did. But unfortunately, I can't do the damage to him. Plate is so hard to fight against, and everybody chooses it against melee. Everybody chooses it against melee. Yeah, because he's full mage. And again, I don't know... I don't know if it makes too much of a difference. Like, if I went cloth, that gives me more move speed. By 3%. You know, it's not like the craziest thing in the universe. It would just be for the magic defense, and that's it. Technically, he gets more physical defense than I would get magic defense if I went cloth. So, I mean, you know, it's depending on the damages and the crits and everything. Oops. It's still variable whether or not to actually go cloth against a mage. I know everybody else would normally, but not a big deal to me. Alright, here we go. Here you go. There he is. Alright, same guys before Revenant. Shouldn't be too bad, they're a lot less mobile. I'm actually not liking the shadow play, or I'm sorry, the shadow stuff. I don't think this feels that great. Just because the range is slightly off, I think it's actually screwing me up. But he's gonna go plate, so I'm gonna go cloth. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if there's any difference. And again, I don't have that much defense. Only 56% versus their 67%. So, I mean, it's a pretty big difference, 10%. I'll have to see how this goes. Alright. Plus, cloth gives me some other stuff I don't care about. I'm surprised that they're not using Bridge Tracks. Look at the damage that I'm just not doing to them. Also, for some reason, the bleeding didn't go off. I'm not entirely sure why. Alright, leave him over there. Alright, this battle is going in my favor so far, but again, I don't really have anything else I can do. I actually want to run away. I don't want to use Hellspear right now. Okay, now I want to use Hellspear. Okay, so now I have the 60% reduction to accuracy applied to them, which is really nice. And even with the plate, I think I'm going to be able to fight through here just fine. I'm not sure if I used the potion before or after the fight ended, which, yep, looks like I used it after. So I don't have it for this fight, which is a bummer. Again, I need to get that on a hotkey so I don't have any delays there. Oh, okay. Oh my god, instant silence, huh? Apparently charge didn't work either. Okay. Whatever. Just do that. I don't feel as fast as I used to be, so I feel like something's a little bit off here. He wasn't actually slowed there for some reason. Thought that I'd slowed him, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't actually have anything I can do here, and I don't have the potion, so... unfortunately, I'm going to be losing this fight. He didn't get slowed or stunned there. Or tripped, sorry. Do... Oh well. And I was just turned around, I couldn't actually do the, what's it called? Hammer toss. Olo's Hammer, as it used to be called a long time ago, but I still played well after that name change was done. Alright. Now I have my potion. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh my god, Aromancy. Just gave him 2 seconds of invulnerability. Yeah, I don't think there's very much I can do here. Okay. Let's do this to trip him again, and then I'm just gonna leave that area. Let him use his potion. I already used mine, though. Oh, he's just... okay. Oh, I used that in the wrong order, so now he doesn't have the accuracy reduction. He is tripped. Not for too long, though. And, oh gosh, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think I can do another trip off on him. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Oh well. Oh well. Didn't work. Way too much stun, way too much snare in those builds. And unfortunately, you don't get snare immunity when you get frozen. So, or is that true? Hold on. No, I believe that is still a snare immunity if you get frozen 3 times. Frozen versus an actual snare. Don't believe they count as separate snares. I'd have to retest that one. If anybody knows the answer, though, let me know. You get frozen 3 times versus getting snared 3 times. In other words, you can get snared. It wouldn't be 6 times because the third one in a row would fail. So it'd be 4 times, technically. So I have to keep that in mind, too. The diminishing returns, if I remember correctly, because we did that on a testing live stream once. One of the research and development live streams. I believe it was 20-second diminishing returns for most debuffs. So after you trip somebody 3 times, there is a 30-second, pretty much that third trip fails, and then there's a 30-second time where you can't trip them during that time. If you wait 20 seconds after the second trip, then you can trip them again, and it essentially refreshes the timer. Putting somebody into trip on purpose 3 times, so that they have trip immunity for, you know, literally half a minute, is just not worth it. There's no point in doing that. So if I can avoid doing that and wait 20 seconds and then say, okay, now I can trip this guy for the full effectiveness, I need to take advantage of that. And I used to be able to do that really well, the timing is really good, and obviously it's been some time since I have any experience with that. But because there's so many ways to trip in this class versus, you know, snaring people versus stunning versus everything else, trip immunity gets triggered so quickly, and then you're just kind of stuck without any kind of CC. So that's something that I have to keep in mind. Impale, obviously, I can still do. The Impale combo with Summon Crows just doesn't seem to be as effective. I'm not really sure why that's the case. We definitely saw that Cloth actually keeps me alive more often. I mean, that goes without saying. Agility in a melee weapon. I don't think that works anymore, right? Alright. Man, there's gotta be some way that I can keep him... Okay. No, I don't even want to fight that, honestly. It sucks. Look, it totally failed. Did that in the wrong order, that's okay. I don't want to either. Oh, gosh, the Impale again. Look at this. Oh, he didn't get tripped because he wasn't slowed. No! Oh well. Yeah, this is so tough. It's so hard. This is why I liked Hellweaver so much. Hellweaver was amazing. And it continues to be, honestly. It's so good. I'm sure. The only problem is you do a lot less damage with it, so you have to make up for it in other ways. I don't know if I can actually impale him. Oh my god, I still can't do the damage that I need. Okay, I can't because of the final trip. Again, he didn't have trip immunity, so I was able to actually get that to work. No, I really wanted to stun him. No! Okay, let's just go that way. Oh, actually, I didn't even need to do that. Hey, you're stuck with me now. Okay, I can make this work. I did the bleeding in the wrong order, unfortunately, so that was not great for me. I just need to leave now. Okay, oh no, I just triggered trip immunity. Okay, so that really sucks for me. I can't really do much in that sense. I have to actually leave. I can do something in about 5 seconds. Let's just go ahead. Cause bleeding, do this, do this. He's still trip immune, so me doing that was completely a waste. Looks like that move actually missed. I was trying to do something happen. We'll cause bleeding again, and I guess we have to leave, because, geez, man, it's really hard to fight that. This battle is taking so long. So I will get the first move now, unfortunately. I didn't think that was going to be enough, and I was right. No, it wasn't enough. He didn't have a follow-up there. These are really good fights, though. Very, very good fights. Not easy at all to fight against the kind of crowd control that you get. And, of course, in Raid vs. Raid, it's very different. But, again, I need to get back to using all the combos and making sure that I know all the timings correctly. What do I do if I get parried, for example? And in none of these fights I've been getting parried, so I never have... I'm sorry, more often than not, I see that I don't have options of things to do, right? Because Battle Rage doesn't reset the skills due to parry. Where is that thing? Where does it even say that? There it is. It's actually the first passive. When you have dual weapons equipped, your parry rate also applies to range attacks. Oh wait, that's the first one? Oh. Melee crit... Oh, I thought that was the last one that made it so that you can block ranged attacks. Interesting. So I actually, technically, if I don't care about 9% melee crit rate, which I do, but if I didn't, I could take one of these skills and put it to a different tree. And, I mean, if I was doing it right now, it would be battle focus for Leech, but I don't really care that much about that. God, I really do kind of want to use Leech, but that's not going to be at all in the build that I'm going to be using on the new server, so I'm not going to practice that way. I think that this is more or less correct. But I do have an option of taking something out. And if I did... Oh, gosh. Oh, you know what it would be? It would be triple slash. Yeah. Oh, wait. I have 8 skills invested. So never mind. For the Swiftblade skill set, I'm going to be putting triple slash into that. So I'll have 6 invested into it. So this build is very similar to what I'll be playing with, other than the fact that I don't have all the mobility from Swiftblade. So, let's get back into the arena. Hopefully I can go up against some more melees. Man, I can't wait till the 64-bit line comes out. Things seem slightly slow, and I'm not sure why that's the case. Okay, there we go. But yes, things seem just slightly slower than they were a couple days ago. And I'm not sure, maybe that's because there's a frame rate difference, or I'm playing music and Windows Media Player probably takes up a whole, like, ridiculous amount of CPU. No, not really. I mean, I'm still under half, like, now. So that's not bad. But yeah, once that 64-bit client comes out at the end of the month with the new expansion, should be good. Feel a little bit better at that point. Oh. Cool. Otherwise, I mean, I did play this game for a long time. I still, like, to this day, help answer questions that are really, really technical from all sorts of different aspects of the game. A lot of them are PvP related. I don't know as many things about, like, you know, the farming side and such. I just know that I know where to find the resources on them, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But if there's any PvP related or class related stuff, I love theory crafting, so coming up with new ideas and stuff is very cool for me. I used to do that with people all the time, back when I streamed more regularly, so if you guys have any questions, you want to learn more, you know, have an idea or something, or a suggestion or whatever, just feel free to talk about whatever, and yeah, because that'll be good. because I'm good at that kind of stuff, and I enjoy doing it. Okay, while we're waiting here... Man, there really is, like, a whole bunch of lag, though, just sitting in Marianople. I wish I didn't have to queue for Marianople, but obviously I'm not premium right now, and I don't intend to become premium. So we're just gonna leave that as is. We want to do... Here we go. Man, everything's just running so much slower than it normally does. Something definitely feels off. I'm just not sure what it is. I don't think anything else is running in the background that might be causing it. Let's see. Not really. Streamlabs. Logitech is taking half a gig. Isn't there an arena manager in Cinder and DS? Yes. Yes, there are. I could go to Cinder, I guess. Oh, DS is in peace. Actually, the DS one's fairly safe, right? Ah. I just don't want to get ganked. The problem is if I get ganked, then I can't queue up for arenas for 5 minutes. No, I don't want to go there. Man, I had to think about that because I totally forgot. It's been so long. And yet I did so well a couple days ago. I was actually really happy with myself 2 days ago. But now it seems like I'm going to have a day where I'm going to be mostly on my back foot like I wanted. And I need that. I actually do need a day of just not performing well or needing to perform better. I'm perfectly okay with it. Alright, still queued up, but now I'm over here. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh god, it does a little bit. God. Also, I was thinking of this one. So, I have everything ready for my settings and hotkeys to be changed the moment that the new server comes in. However, as we all know or don't know, if you actually want to have your settings saved, you have to turn off the game yourself, right? Otherwise, if the game crashes, everything that you did with the UI and the hotkeys and the settings, they all get reset back from before you actually set them, because they don't save for some reason until you exit the game properly. So I thought about this. I was like, well, I could take the first 5 minutes of the new server to do that and set everything, but then I'd have to relog. And if I just got through a queue, that's a terrible idea to relog. So, yeah, I guess I'll just be playing AAU with some stuff set. I'll move some UI elements around so that I know where they are. Maybe set some hotkeys, but it's mostly just going to be rushing in and doing stuff. And hopefully not crashing. Unless they fixed all this in the 64-bit client, I have no idea. And I'm not even sure how to find out whether or not a setting changed and then you crash and then it saves. Because it's only certain scenarios that causes it to. There we go. Get all the arena awards here. Not that I'm really saving up for anything. Not that I really care. Just get the mails out of the way at least. Alright. Yeah, it looks like nobody's queuing. Actually, hold on. Why is nobody queuing? Why is nobody queuing? Is it because Luskas are happening? Because I can kind of see that in chat. I have no idea, though. If people still do Luskas? Is that like a... Is that a thing? I don't really know. I have no idea. Can I queue a different arena? The thing is, it's just after reset by 45 minutes, right? So people would be going to the arenas, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I could try Glad Arena, but I'm not ready for that at all. I'm completely out of gear at this point. They do, at least in EU, people do the Luskas? Okay, wow. Well, that's good. Thing is, I'm so out of practice and my gear is off because of all the changes to toughness and critical and etc. Now my gear is definitely out of date because everybody has a lot of toughness and I'm a massive crit build with very little defense, right? It's as glass cannon as it gets. Plus, not to mention, my clothes aren't even washed. After like 9 months, I haven't washed my clothes yet, and I don't want to. Because I don't need to, because I don't really care, right? I'm just getting by here so that I can get to the new server and do stuff. There'll probably be some content that I'm going to end up doing, like Halki, for example. Wait, is Halki up? When does that happen? Every day... This doesn't help me. Wait, time is in UTC? No. That's not the time in UTC, is it? Where are the events? Okay. Mist Marrow. Wait, what? That's 4 times listed for Mist Marrow. That's not right. This isn't right, right? This... Oh, I'm sorry. That's because it's not called Mist Marrow. The other actual thing isn't listed here. Huh. Although it is good to know that there's 4 Mist Marrows, apparently. Even though it says 3 times here. Wait. What? I'm so confused by Mist Marrow battle. Did people do that? Did people actually go to Mist Marrow? Okay. Well. Oh, sorry, this thing reset. Let's go back. Let's do this. Oh, I can't look at the other ones unless... Okay, whatever. Fine. Alright, let's see how this goes. Who did I get? Somebody from this server. It's an Ebonsong. I actually haven't fought any archers yet. So we'll see how the shadow stuff... I still don't like the shadow stuff. I just don't like it at all. Whatsoever. I'm gonna go leather. Because I'm just so used to leather. And they will most likely, as an Ebonsong, they should be able to keep away from me. Just no problem. Should be just a fight where they kite me the whole time. If I'm able to catch them, I can use Bone Wall. But I have to do that on initiation, so... I don't know if it's actually gonna work. Oh, I did that wrong again. Okay. Okay, I did snare him there. And I did that. And I'm still keeping up pretty well. Okay, I snared him again. I cannot follow up with a trip, though. Okay, now I'm completely done. Okay. Snared. Or snare immunity, apparently. That's cool. Block him over there. Okay. So, for me to be able to keep up with him is pretty good. I'm not using multiple shadow steps in a row. So I'm already starting to think this is a waste. And I should just go back to the default or that other one. But, probably the default, really. Oh my god. That did not trip him for some reason. Interesting. Okay. That also did not snare him for some reason. Interesting. Again, didn't snare. Didn't work. Movement speed reduced, which is nice, but unfortunately, again, just not working at all. I can get out of range here, which is cool. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. And then... That, again, did not snare him. Huh! Does he have snare immunity? I actually don't even know that. Because if they gave him some kind of snare immunity, I would never know. Oh, he's plate, though. He was running plate. So, okay, fine. Not a big deal. Tough to fight against, but I'm curious why I did so well. I guess it was just because I was able to keep him in places with Bone Wall. I think that gave me the edge that I needed. There's slight edge to using Crippling Mire. I can see that being useful. How come he was immune to snare, though? Because he was immune a lot. Like, every single time, he just wouldn't get snared. And I can't remember if that's because of archery. Because I know they have an anti-snare, right? No, they're able to snare me. That's the other thing. He didn't use snipe. Or it's because of Songcraft? What is giving them the ability to just ignore snare? I'd have to go back into that, I think. I'll go in the VOD and probably check it out later, because that is kind of interesting to me. The other question is, maybe charge just never connected, even though I did hear a noise. Yeah, he had snare immunity somehow. Hey, Snoop. What's going on, man? Another thought is... what is this? Why is it from the Arcade soundtrack? Okay, whatever. I don't know, I don't care. What is it that's causing him to... okay, hold on. Eben's song is actually... Shadowplay. There we go. So what? There's nothing in Shadowplay that causes snare immunity. He must have gotten snared or rooted from... or immunity from something. No, I think the most I can... okay, the most I can say is that he probably just had immunity on, and I didn't notice. That's gotta be it. It has to be immunity. Oh my god. Thanks, Jiren Snoop. Chillin'. Chillin', hanging out. You guys can watch me as I continue practicing getting back into Arcade. Alright. I kind of want to fight him again. I hope that I do, because honestly, that's so weird. Every time I did some kind of a snare, it didn't work. I can get a, avoiding trip or something because you're not in the spot. Charge, I mean, to be fair, you can walk backwards, and in many cases avoid charge just by walking backwards. Somebody attacks you with charge, if you're walking backwards, technically you're not in the same location that you were when they started charging, so it won't actually connect. That does happen, and quite often, especially if you have a very low attack speed using charge. A little bit strange. But I have to keep in mind that that's a thing. Also, I'm wondering if there's anything other than Shadowplay I can mess with, just for the extra speed boosts and teleports and such that are very similar to what you get from the new skill set. Is Malediction worth it? No. Wait a minute, hold on. It does have Void Surge. Did they change it? No. Teleports to caster to a random location. If the... for each enemy within 5 meters of the teleport... wait. Reduce the cooldown of Void Surge by 50% for each enemy within 5 meters of a teleport destination. I remember using this in Mistmare and I had absolutely no luck with it. Like, even in a huge group of enemies, I could only get one Void Surge off. Because for some reason, even if... I don't know, like, I would never teleport to a location that was within 5 meters of a person. And just to be clear, for myself, 5 meters is this much. How could I have teleported to places all the time and failed this? I Mistmare with so many people at the time. Oh, whatever. Malediction is okay. It's not the old Void Leap that I used to use with Abyssal Sorcery, unfortunately. Alright. See what I can get here. Okay, whoever it was probably stealth person. I'm just going to keep going leather like I normally do. Nothing out of the ordinary here. What is this? Ruthless Attack apparently is active. That's... why? Okay. Why did that suddenly start that way? Okay. So this is a Dark Runner. He's in leather. Should be interesting. It'll be a really, really fast fight for sure. Okay, it looks like that actually failed. Oh my god. Dark is in the wrong direction. Wait, he just used Vanish? Then how did he get out of, Oh, that's a bit weird. Oh, gosh. Okay, he used his potion now. Again, he didn't actually get impaled. Or maybe he did, I don't know. Oh, he didn't get... I didn't get slowed there, shit. So I couldn't actually follow it up with a trip, unfortunately. Why did he not get slowed? Why did he not get impaled? Is it just luck? I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably luck. Yeah. I mean, I only have a 91% accuracy with magic, so most of the time it's not going to do anything. That time it didn't, so, I mean, there you go. Right there, instantly. Alright, I'm going to go over here. Oh my god, and he did actually end up snaring me. Shoot. But I didn't snare him. Again, I don't really get it. Oh, he has snare immunity on. Okay. He wasn't slowed, but I was able to actually get the last damage in. I don't think that he used a potion in that. Well, neither did I, technically, but we're both pretty low health. Alright. Okay, let's do this then. There he is. Again, did not take that hit. Man, every time he's just not taking these hits. Okay, cool. Good for me, because he wasn't able to follow up on that. Okay, that did not work, unfortunately. Oh, what? He was already next to me. But I was able to follow up with the trip because we were out of... Oh, gosh, that's it. He's gonna get me here. Oh, he still had a potion? I was able to get a trip off, but I don't think I can finish it. Yeah, there's no way. I didn't have any actual skills that weren't off cooldown. Ugh, that's really tough. Good fight. I think mostly based on luck still, as most assassin versus assassin fights are. Oh, so hard though. It's very hard to deal with the missing Hellspear, and I believe that this skill gives you. Wait, I thought Hellspear isn't supposed to miss ever. Hold on. Hold on, I'm confused. Hey, Lucrative. It's good to see you again. So I'm confused. Occultism... Okay, hold on. How is he getting out of Impale every single time? How did he get out of Impale? Impale never misses, right? And I can't see the combat log because they never fixed that bug, but... Is that not wrong? Now that I think about it, that's actually very strange, because every single Hellspear that I would do would fail, except for one, obviously, a very clear one, but... Why is that happening? He's a Dark Runner. No, I don't think it's a bug. Yeah, I'm gonna go review the tapes later. It's possible that he still got stunned. There's two possibilities that I can think of. They're not very likely, to be fair, but if somebody does do this, then awesome, props to them, because that's a huge investment. Putting in one skill point on Terrifying Roar is a huge investment, but works in 1v1 scenarios pretty well, right? It means that you're impaled for, 25% less time. And to be fair, Hellspear lasts 3.1 seconds. We're both wearing leather, so that doesn't really help us there. He had Auramancy. I don't believe anything in Auramancy is going to make it so that you take debuffs less. I don't think anything in Auramancy gives Impale immunity. It's not Courageous Action. Shrug It Off. Ah, Shrug It Off should be the one that does it. Wait, no. They changed that, though. Shrug It Off doesn't work for Impale anymore. Petrification, Telekinesis, Deep Freeze, Frozen Solid, Bubble Trap. So that's not it. Can't be Shrug It Off. What was it? What was it that allowed him to avoid? That's a really great question. Okay, I don't know the answer to that at all. I will review the tapes afterwards, because I'm so curious how in the world that happened. Because it was so often. right? And I'm not wrong, right? This is going to make it so that my Hell Spear always hits. Impale and stun effects caused by occultism skills never miss. So I don't have to worry about my accuracy for that. It should be good. I have to worry about my accuracy for Crippling Mire, which is okay. I have to worry about I have to worry about it for Crows, but I shouldn't have to worry about it for Hell Spear. And that was very weird. Yeah, no problem. It's all good. I just hope that I fight him again so that I can see. Because I gotta figure this out. What would be against a Dark Runner? Dark Runners don't have immunity. How strange. Okay. Alright, let's see who I'm up against. Last time it was the Dark Runner who stealthed. So if somebody here stealths again, then I know it's him. Different Dark Runner. Senpai save me. I think I've seen this guy before a long time ago. Wait, no, it can't be. It's only 17 Ancestral level. Alright. Still Dark Runner, though, so hopefully I can see what happened. I don't know. Can you pick my mind? Yeah, of course, absolutely. Ask me whatever. If I'm going to be playing Melee Assassin, we'll trade info. No, I am going to be playing Melee Assassin again, yes. Definitely with Swiftblade. I'm really excited about that. Alright, so this guy went plate. This goes... I want to open up with... Oh, God, he's got the first move. Let's see, this worked this time on him. Oh, gosh, I'm still snared. Okay, good. I didn't do the... I'm just trying to get as much damage in as I can, honestly. I'm not really doing things in the right order, which is not great for me. I do like that he just tried to get through that. Oh, okay. I can still see you, by the way, because you're bleeding. Oh, I still didn't put that potion on key bindings. Man, I really got to get to that. Oh, gosh. Alright, so same class as before, but this time I performed a lot better. He was wearing plate. So, I mean, that gives him an advantage of more health, more defense by a lot. But I think that this guy was just playing a little bit differently. Hold on, he's got a shield. He chose the... Wait, he chose the shield. Okay. Alright. That's weird. Alright, I'm just gonna leave him over here right now. Be over there. I'm gonna be out here. Okay, I gotta get my cooldowns reset. I know you don't have any, but Sorry. Yeah, okay. I think he's got a little bit to learn. If you are under bleeding, you cannot stealth because it takes you out of stealth. And, in addition to that... If you have some kind of dot on somebody else, you can't stealth because of a bug that has just never been fixed since day one. And, not really a big deal, honestly, for anybody to go for, but still a thing. So yeah, I'm going to be playing Melee Assassin. My build is going to be Battle Rage, Occultism, and Swiftblade. Almost using Swiftblade as a main DPS, for the most part. Yeah, go for it. There's a few ways... Man, I'm so excited about Swiftblade, especially with Battle Rage and Occultism. Occultism is awesome. I'm so excited. There's so many synergies between all three of them. Together, all three of them specifically. Like, I don't know what the class is called. I know they said it in the live stream, but I've already forgotten. But the synergy between all three together is so amazing, and I can't wait. I can't wait till the PTS opens up. I'm gonna go crazy on it. I'll be streaming a lot. But... let's keep going back into the arena. So again, what the difference between the first Dark Runner and the second Dark Runner is the first one obviously had a much lower ping, he was much faster, he had a much faster attack speed. The second Dark Runner wasn't using dual wielding, they were using a shield, so they were much slower. They were, kind of figuring things out, I think, thanks to practicing as well. This guy is the same one from the last battle. Okay. So most likely... What is it that Perma CCs? Nothing Perma CCs. Just, oops. Oh well. Just combinations of different CCs. I don't care what it chooses here, but just do this. There we go. Okay. I'm streaming at the moment. There we go. He says woo. I can let him. I mean, okay. I don't know if he wants to. Okay, fine. Let's just go for it. Okay, again, I almost don't even know the opening here. Okay, crows have just finished. I'm gonna finish it with that. Finish it with a lot of damage. Oh, he went leather. Okay. So he went leather. That means I can do a lot more damage to him more quickly. He did go dual wielding this time. So because of the dual wielding, he's going to be a lot quicker if he knows, you know, what the combos are and what to do in a specific time. The problem is, man, again, I don't like playing with the Impale that I am right now because it is very... I mean, it's kind of cheap in 1v1, and that's why everybody uses it. I mean, that's the big deal with this Impale. Again, I'm only using it as a crutch because I haven't played for like 9 months, but... Good fight. So in theory, let's see. You've been theory crafting with all your friends. Oh wait, why did that not work? I don't know why that link didn't work, Lucrative. I don't have links turned off. So, why don't you PM it to me on Discord if you remember my Discord or any of that? Go for it. Very curious why that's not working. It should not at all. And I should have an option to be able to mute it, or unmute it, if anything. I don't even have that. So maybe it's not detecting me in chat. Yeah, just PM it to me on Discord if you can. Discord link to the actual servers below. Oh, you did. Yay. Alright, we just talked the other day. Alright, so what is this? I can't drag it to the screen because I don't have that set up. Again, I forgot to do that. I'm just going to let it build the calculator. Alright, so with Swiftblade, you're thinking Shadowplay and Battle Rage. I think that that's a really common one that people are going to start off with for sure. Very, very high damage, lots of mobility if you can, again, if you have the ping. Works really, really well. A lot of nice teleporting around, which is really cool. And, you know, going 6 meters this way or 8 meters this way, whatever. In general, though, it looks like your focus is specifically on using Swiftblade. Okay, so it's not really on burst specifically. It is on crowd control effects, and most of your damage lies in Swiftblade. And of course applying bleeding. So yeah, Swiftblade is your main focus here. And that's good. I think that you might need a couple more things out of Swiftblade to make it work. For example, I mean, it's hard. Definitely hard. Like, with Swiftblade, man, it's a tough question, actually. Because you have a pretty good build here, and let me actually just do this. I do have one window that I can actually drag over, so give me 1 second. I have to set it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see if it works. Hopefully the scene actually works that I had set up for this. Let's see here. Does this work? Oh, no, you guys can't see that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. It'll be very quick. Should have done it earlier. Oh well. Arcade Codex is not responding. You're playing defense penetration, not crit, so you dropped... Oh, I see. Interesting. Last passive Swiftblade don't care about. Yeah, me neither. I think most people are on the same page with that. When you're playing melee, you know. It's not really a big deal. But I don't know why this isn't... Okay, there we go. It's loading. Okay, so does this work? I'm going to push this button. It should be good, though. Hey! It works! Look at that. Okay. So... Oh, God. Edge is a little bit slow, though. Yeah. Edge is so slow. Is this zoomed in or something? What is going on here? Okay, so this is the build, right? And I totally get it. If your main damage is coming from Swiftblade, this makes sense for the most part. You could do some fancy stuff, like try to put the first attack here instead of triple slash, but that's kind of almost preference. It doesn't really matter one way or another. If you're going defense reduction, technically you'd want to be using the main attack of Swiftblade because it reduces the defense of the target while they are stunned or snared, and you can kind of snare people occasionally. You can snare people with charge, right? So charge, swipe a whole bunch of times to reduce their defense, and then use some, like Olo's hammer, or sorry, hammer toss in order to stun them, right? So I mean, it's a thing you can do. It's obviously an idea, but overall, there's a lot of mobility to this, and because of that, you can't expect your target to always be in one spot. And Swiftblade is really good at, you can get to your location that you need to be at. You're doing that as well with the other two skill sets, which is nice. The only thing I might suggest is, because you have so much mobility already from Battle Rage and Swiftblade, you might not even need Freerunner. And I know that's crazy, but if you needed to remove something out of Shadowplay, honestly, probably Freerunner. But then what would you get, right? I mean, you can do one of these. Oops. You can do. Oops. Man, this is not working, is it? Does that work? Is this better now? So you can do one of these and say, okay, now you have the last passive here. You don't really need it. You get to use Battle Focus. I guess you don't really care about Battle Focus, right? If you want to keep people CC'd longer, or you just want to use Sunder Earth, you can do that. It's definitely an option. But I think for the most part, none of us really know anything, right? It's fine. Just try it, mess around with it. We'll have plenty of time to figure out all the fun builds. Just ideas, I mean, alternatively, if you want to get close to target, try to put Overwhelm into it. I mean, that's still a thing, right? There's still a 15-meter distance you can do something to get closer. Even something like Throw Dagger is nice because you get a ranged ability that slows the target. But that's only if they're poisoned, right? We don't do that anymore. Alright. Well, just some ideas. You think Quake Triple Slash is probably too good to give up? I mean, yeah, it's honestly a preference, for sure. Not sure about the third use of the Swiftblade basic skill attack. Yeah, it does make you move. I agree with you. It's a bit weird. I guess we'll see how that works, honestly. And if you drop Freerunner, you don't... If you drop Freerunner, you have to drop Stealth. Why? Just because Stealth is too slow? It's only 5% movement speed reduction at maximum rank. Oh my god, everybody's going to start the game as Shadowplay, and their Stealth is going to be rank 1, which is, I believe, 15% reduction in movement speed. Is that right? I think that's right. But you don't have... I mean, to be fair, you don't need Stealth. And I know this is going to be shocking. Oh, you need 4 points. Really? Oh, for the Bloodthirst? That's only if you're going to be messing with Bloodthirst, but... Yeah. Okay. Alright, fair enough. But... you don't need Stealth. I mean, Swiftblade has so much mobility in it, you don't really need Stealth. You can just teleport around, get to places you need. If you need to escape, you have gliders, mounts, Swiftblade. I mean, that's technically a thing, right? You can use Bell, again, to get from one place to another to escape. Stealth is great for ambush. Oh, 4 points to take Stealth. Great, don't take it. You don't need Stealth. It's not a thing. But your first week Pirates. Good luck. That's going to be really hard, because only 20 slots per week, right? And actually, I was talking about this, Jalan was talking about this in his stream earlier today, too. Only 20 people per week can actually join the Pirates, so, I mean, if you don't make it, you don't make it. And number two, man, they really just need to turn off the Pirate faction or do something. I totally agree that there's a lot of ways in Pirate to make lots of money very quickly. So, we'll see. Alright. I'm guessing that you're playing on the same server, then. It's funny, though, that LC wants to go east, from what I understand, and yet Grailgate is there. There. So you really have to go west, and then, like, literally from the starter zone, which is, by the way, right there, if you're a Nuian. You just swim. You take Shadowplay, you kill several mobs until you... Oh, you can't take Shadowplay until level 10. Well, you swim, and then you hope that somebody gets there. I don't even know. I guess that's terrible. That would never work. There's too many fish in the sea. But it's a thing, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The truth is, we're so far out from the actual... Oh, hey, it's Lindsay. We're so far out from the actual release, nobody really knows where anybody's going to go, right? Yeah, everybody just suddenly said, oh, this is the PvP server, but that might change in 2 weeks because LC's on that server, right? And everybody decides to go to the other one, like last minute. Because that would be a real kick in the head to LC if everybody just decided to jump ship and go somewhere else. A, they'd never know for a long time, you know, because unless people are streaming and talking about it, I guess, and it's obvious, but because you have to level up your characters for the first few days, you're not really going to see the other side or anything. You know how crazy that would be? Oh my god. I'm streaming right now. I think that would be hilarious if everybody just went win. Like, everyone just went win instead. But again, I don't have any preferences in where I go. I don't really care. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just want the more populated server that's actually going to last longer. And if that's going to be tier right now, then I'll probably be doing tier. I don't even know if I'm going west or east. So I'm trying to figure it all out. You know, I want PTS. Alright, let's go back into the arenas. Let's do a couple more of these. I know that the guy who I was fighting earlier, the Dark Runner, he was curious what I was doing to crowd control a lot. I'm playing Executioner. There's a lot of crowd control in it. If you are listening in, hello. Welcome to the stream. There is a ton of crowd control that you can do that's different crowd control with Executioner. Impale, Stun, Trip, Snare, and then even Crows with a 60% reduction in accuracy is really nice. I don't try to crowd control during that time, because I want people to use abilities during that. But I can only do that to impale targets, so... it's really nice. I've played Executioner since, like, the game came out, so this is nothing new to me. They have made lots of changes that made it, you know, a lot nicer to play, which I've been always happy about. But this has been my main build, and then I'm kind of just getting ready for the patch that's coming out end of this month, and playing on the new servers, so that I have a somewhat better idea of what to expect, and the kind of mobility I need, the timings I need, etc. Really excited about it. Should be a lot of fun. So, this is all good. Let's go ahead and hop back into here, go into the sparring arena. Oh, okay. Oop. Okay, fine. What are the occult Swiftblade combos you were talking about? Oh, there's only one. Well, that's not true. There's one real combo. Everything else is theory crafting. Swiftblade is really good at doing AoE things, right? AoE stealth with an AoE debuff on shaken targets. Oh, this is the first guy, actually. So we'll see how he got out of Impale, I guess. Maybe. We'll find out. Because he was really, really fast, but man, he was able to avoid Impale, so watch closely, because I'm not. I'm gonna be too busy trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. Alright, I'm sorry about the keyboard. I've been trying to figure out a solution to that. I might buy little rubber things to put into each key so that it's not as loud. Okay, see? Bam. Can you tell me that that didn't work? Oh no! Alright, that takes care of me. I'm dead. Okay, good. Whew. I lost against him the first time because it was like, I just started the stream. And it was like, I was so out of practice. I could feel it. But it's not easy. I mean, to me, not playing so long. Again, the only question... Oh, that time he actually did get snared. Ah, but he actually used his Defiance for it. Holy cow, that's an investment, man. Okay. Let's do this. Sunder Earth. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Okay. Oh, perfect. He actually... Because he applied leading to me, he couldn't actually stealth there. And I'm outside of it, I hope. Okay, I don't know what happened the first time. Maybe Hell Spear doesn't work on targets that are moving too fast? It's possible. Yeah, he did try to stealth the dot on. I think that that's almost... Number one, it means that they're not paying attention to their own buff bar, which is fine. It's very common for that. Do you think archers will be viable in Unchained? Yeah, absolutely. Just play whatever you think is fun. I mean, somebody had, what was it, Art or Stubborn? He was just showing the stats that right now, currently, on this server, the top 100 people, most of them are archers. So, I mean, people like playing archer. They find a way to do it, and it's fun. Yes, you need a bit more gear, but especially in the early game, I think archers are going to be a lot more dominant since people don't have the gear yet. But in general, you can play archers that are just really fun. Every raid's going to need them anyway, so that you can actually target a specific person. And yeah, you do need a lot of gear to make archer work end game. But again, in a raid setup, you're still going to need them. That's the thing, right? You're ranged, you can actually hit the healers. If you get a whole bunch of archers to target people, it's still good. But, pretty sure Life Tiger Strikes make you immune to all CC. They do. You think it's Life Tiger Strike? It's very possible, actually. If he opened with Life Tiger Strike... The only thing is, he didn't open with Life Tiger Strike. He opened with Bell every time. I could be wrong. But... you could use Bell. I guess you could use Bell and then Life Tiger Strike very quickly. Like, together. Well, that could be it. That's probably it. That's the only way it could be, right, Lucrative? So I think if I go back... Yeah, review the tapes... That has to be it. There's no other thing that makes sense. So, good. Alright, that's great to know. Now I can actually play around that and keep that in mind. All the guys at the top have stupid amounts of gear, and they still can barely break 3k gear score lower people than them. No, that's how it is, right? Archer is tough because everybody goes plate. They counter... there's so much counter to physical damage right now, because so many people go plate, that as an archer, you really have to be picking your targets. You have to go for the really squishy people and just knock them out of the game, make sure they don't do any kind of crowd control or anything. And that's your job, right? Go for the assassins, go for all the squishies. And I mean, that's the thing, that's what you can do. I'm not going to say it's not viable because it's fine. I mean, you'll find a way to make anything work. People play Stone Arrow if they want to be a little bit tankier, but personally I think that Ebonsong and any kind of fast mobility thing is a lot more fun. But yeah. Lucrative, I'm still playing, well, I don't know what you'd call me, but it's a thing, right? Alright. Still playing this meme build, right? I don't do open world or anything, I've just been practicing in the arenas. Alright, let's go back in. Let's go back and just checking things here. We're inspired by the meme build. Dude, you know what I'm doing first second, right? I'm going to Cinderstone. Actually, I don't even know how to get this thing. It's from Burned Castle, right? And also the thing on the other side of the continent. Or world. I have to go to the other continent. Actually, no, hold on. I bet I can do that dungeon as soon as I unlock our dungeon. I don't have to actually go there. I think I just have the teleport already open. Right? You can TP there, yes! Exactly, you can TP there for free at certain levels. Wonderful. I'm going to start with a meme build right away. But of course, I'm still going to be working on legitimate, normal armor sets and everything, right? I'm not going to do the meme build like everybody wants me to, I'm sure. Hey, Lindsay, I'm screwed. Oh, wait, you're Mindslayer. Playing Malediction. This can go only one way. Heard Quest gives Arcane Hiram? No, I think they give you quest items that are pretty good, right? Like the actual quest items that become Hiram. That's probably what you mean then, yeah. Yeah, you take all the way in the pixel stats, right? Exactly. Exactly. Alright. So against a Mindslaver, I have to worry about the abilities that you have to keep me in one spot, obviously, and ranged damage. That's pretty much it. You're probably going to go plate. I'm just guessing before I click you. No, leather. That's really terrible. Why would you do that? You have defense. You never do that, Lindsay. I was prepared to lose. Now I don't know what's going to happen. It's completely up in the air. It's almost like you're trying to make a show. Alright. Yeah, but look how much damage that is. It's so good. Did you use a potion? Yeah, I'll use a potion. It doesn't quite take me full, so... Oh. Right. Wow. I've never seen people do that. But I can still do almost no damage just because of the defense. Holy cow. Look at that. Jeez. Wow, man, that's so much defense just from not having defense. Nice trick, but again, I can't really follow up with anything that does damage. Right? Almost nothing. It's one thing to be like, oh, you know, you can do something to do a bunch of crits, but that doesn't really work here. Like a death, there's no PvP, or PvE. I don't do that. I'm too busy practicing with this build. Alright, so the most I can do is a couple things here. I cannot use Impale, so that whole combo is off. I have to do something else instead. Oh, that actually still goes off even if I trip you? What? That's so weird. Okay. Ah, that was just bad for me. Unfortunately, I had thought that I was just outside of it. Look, you're still healing yourself. What? How are you healing yourself, too? Oh, it's from occult... No, not occultism. No, it is from occultism. You're just using life drain. That's what it is. Alright, yeah, there's no way I can beat that class. I just don't do the damage. And to be fair, I wouldn't be going for tanks, obviously, in a real scenario. There's no point. The game... Yeah, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, Megadeth? Megadeth, I forgot who you were in game. But I remember you're somebody that I know. You gotta tell me. You have to remind me, it's been like 10 months since I streamed. Alright, 11 months, really. Pick leather, because it's more in line with your actual defense spread. Oh, for both magic and melee? Or magic and physical? Okay. It doesn't matter, because it's crazy. I mean, it's like... No, I totally expected you to go to plate, honestly. It's like, oh gosh, the damage values are terrible, and I can't even look at them, because they still don't. They still didn't fix that bug where I can look at my damage values in the arena. They reset every chat every time you go to the arena. It's horrible. Absolutely ridiculous. You're a Yada. Oh, I have a guess as to who you can be, but it's not helpful, so I'm not going to guess. Alright, I'm just going to keep queuing up. Alright, by the way, for anybody that's just tuning in, lurking in the background, if you want to go ahead and follow, you'll know whenever I go live, and of course I'm going to be streaming more and more often into the release. Actually, the release week itself, I'm taking it as a vacation because I'm really excited about the game and I think it'll be really fun. So I'm going to be streaming full time for the release itself. Should be cool. It's going to be crazy, I'm sure. You get to witness it together. But, man, I'm just so excited for that. I really like the game and everything. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah. If you like the PvP and you want to see me progress, hopefully that's somewhat helpful. Hey, Sinister Berry. Oh, I didn't even see who it was. Okay, it's fine. 3K gear score, it'll still be good. I mean, 3K gear score is probably okay to do some PvE, right? For the most part. Taking a vacation, but it's gonna be hard to stream. Have some griefers waiting. I'm sure I'm gonna have griefers too, but it's not a big deal, honestly. I don't really care. Alright, this is Zav again. It's gonna be, once again, really, really quick. Tough for fight. Yeah, so he does actually open with Lightning Tiger Strike, which is great. Oh, see, that's where I wish that I had the other Shadow Play once again. Oh, gosh. Alright, cool. I don't think he knows how that works. That's okay, though. Both did the same thing, but I did stun him, too. No! I just had to do one move and he would have died. So we're just one move away. Totally equal fight. So I have to open a little bit differently then. Not a really big deal. Alright, that's good. Again, I didn't really do that correctly. A lot of misses because of the fact that he had the birds on him. I'm not going to let him run. I guess he doesn't really want to run, does he? Okay, cool. Hey, Cantiro. How's it going? Oh, exciting. I'm streaming for some reason. Alright, we'll open with this. Oh. Oh. Great. That's actually really good for me. Oh my god, the slow is really terrible, and I've already used Defiance, so look at how much damage that does. Whew. Relying a lot on Sunder Earth, though, is kind of sucky. That's why I don't really do it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's relying so much on... No, that's actually okay. Not a big deal. I don't think I can kill him, but that's great. Whew. Yeah, there's not really much I can do here. What? I don't... Again, not really sure. Okay. Bell was not a move, but he obviously had everything else on cooldown, just like I did. We both had everything. Everything was on cooldown. I had one move, and it was Shadow Smite, and I was just hoping he wouldn't do anything before I could get in range. Just creeping up there to use Shadow Smite. It's not easy to do. So many changes when you're leaving. There are a ton of freaking changes in general to the game, especially at the end of this month for the release. Am I going to be playing the new Death Wish class? I don't know what Death Wish is. Is that replacing Occultism with Swiftblade? And I think that is the case. I'm not going to be playing that. I'm going to keep Occultism. You were asking why, Lucrative. I'm replacing Shadowplay with blah blah. In fact, I don't even need Stealth. Okay, to be fair, I use it for Shadow Smite. Yeah, I'm just going to keep the class as is right now, but Battle Rage, Swiftblade, Shadowplay, yeah, that's right. No, I'm going to be replacing Shadowplay with Occultism. And let me show you why, because now I have this up and I know that it works. So give me 1 second. Let me pull up the old Microsoft Edge, because I know that I have a scene for that. Let me just show you guys what I'm thinking, what I've been theory crafting, and why I think that it'll be really, really fun. I don't think I've talked about this on stream. But I'm excited about it, so... Man, this is taking a long time to load. Didn't Microsoft say they were doing a Chromium version or something that was like... They're just scrapping Edge and just saying, alright, we're gonna make a Chrome-based web browser. I felt like they did, but I haven't heard anything about it. You have a terminal nowadays, which is nice. Alright. Still waiting. Okay, can I just change a scene really quickly to make sure that I can get Chrome in here? Yeah. Actually, this should work right away, wouldn't it? Well, it doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. So, main camera. Okay, cool. I think that's good. Okay. So, oh no, never mind. Look at how slow this thing loads. Look at this. Oh, oh my god. Snail. I thought Edge was supposed to be good. And actually, I liked it back when it came out because it was fine. It was better than Internet Explorer. Settle down. Tell me something. I'm just waiting, alright? Fine, I'll settle down. I'll wait. Apparently we do that around here. Yeah, Edge was good as soon as it came out. Where's Spanish? Great question, actually. That was a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Is my emote out yet? No, not yet. You guys wanna see the emote? That Sinister Berry over there, from chat earlier, drew up for me. Oh, wait, hey, we're up. We're live. Except I can't read anything. But I know what the numbers are. Actually, it's third. Sorry, not. I'll just wait. How do you know how long that's gonna take? Twitch stuff. Emotes. Yeah, I picked it correctly, actually. But here's the new emote. This is gonna go live on the channel at some point when it gets approved. We're starting to get Cody in the mix. I think I needed to do that a long time ago. So this is just for when he's yelling, you know? It's cool. There's lyrics to the song? I can barely hear it, actually. So I'm trying to get that, you know, it's pending at the moment. So that's really cute. So my build, I'm gonna go maximize for this, is bam, 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 bam. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Nope, nope. Okay, good. I think that's what it is. Is that right? Is that right? No, I don't think it's this one. I think it's the one that... this one. And I don't think it's actually this. I think it's this. No, I don't like that. Okay. I have some choices here. The fun part about this, I don't really need to click the buttons, right? Because it doesn't really matter. I don't have the game music on either. I just have it on a playlist because I'm tired of thinking about music. So anyways, back to this. So the whole point of this build is to do things in an AoE radius hilariously, right? If I'm not doing it hilariously, what's the point? So a lot of it from a lot of Swiftblade lets you do stuff in radiuses and locations. For example, the teleport to a location. There's a small, tiny little 3-meter effect that makes it so that, gosh, what was it? I have to go pull up Mark's article for that. Let me read these very quickly. The Swiftblade skill set. Alright. And then let's go back here so I can actually read chat. Yeah, you're right. Swiftblade is going to make defense classes fast. If you want to be real nuts, go Malediction Defense Swiftblade. I know that makes almost no sense, because why would you use Malediction when when you're fast, I guess? Yeah, you wouldn't really do that, huh? I guess if you really like Malediction and you like working on the stacks, then guess what? Now you have to worry about these other stacks too. So with the Swiftblade skill set, with what Mark put together, where is it? Courage. Nope, it's this. So Incursion is nice because it causes that mark to all enemies within 3 meters. So you can get to somebody very quickly. It's nice. You get a mark on them and then your ability starts to do more damage. The other things that are really nice about just in general for AoE is I have Bone Wall. And usually there's like 6 different reasons to have Bone Wall in your build. 1, you want to trap the enemy over there so that they can't get to you. 2, you want to stop a raid from moving so you can kind of just mess with them. You can do it to force people to have to remove their target by breaking a bone. You do it so that you can force people to use gliders so that you can shoot them down as they come down. That's a big deal, of course, too. You essentially get first hit every time. Or you use Bone Wall to trap yourself with them. What's really nice is I can go up to somebody. I can't believe this is a thing. I can teleport to somebody, they'll have the mark already. I can shroud myself so that I can give them a debuff with Shaken, right? What is the debuff exactly? Here it is. The debuff, their focus is reduced by 50%. Not the craziest thing at the beginning, right? But anyways, so I can shroud myself if I need to. That's kind of an AoE whatever, and that, you know, the location of the Bone Wall. I have AoE damage, right? There's a lot of AoE damage that I have from just general AoE things that are in AoE, especially things like Impale and Crows. Crippling Mire, I wouldn't really use the AoE version, but all of these kind of work together with Bone Wall because, again, I can stick myself with the enemy now, and I do this on purpose. And the reason for that is just because not only can I just do whatever I want in this circle of death, I can teleport out of it. At any point in time, within that 5 seconds of teleporting in, I just leave. And then I'm over there again, you know? Like, it's funny and hilarious. I can also do it to place a Bone Wall. Well, I mean, yeah, that's really what it is. I can go in and out of this Bone Wall once, right? So I believe it's a 5-second time I have to push it again. Let me see. Incursion, yeah, within the next 5 seconds, you can recast. So I could do a lot of things within 5 seconds just to do it and then get out of the thing. It's just funny, you know? So here's the thing. I don't know whether or not it's useful. And obviously none of us will really know until we really practice it and get the timings down. And then 3 months later, maybe we'll know. But it's hilarious to me. And if you know me, I go for hilarious, stupid builds that are just silly, focus on me actually getting better at the game. I have to improve. I'm not using anything too cheesy, and then you learn the game better that way, right? You learn how to deal with all the different new classes, and then, the new gameplay styles, and 6.0 is just different all over the place. And I haven't played for 9 months, so all of this combined together, it should be really fun, and I'm really happy about just the way that it's been going, and it should be cool. But this is generally the idea here. Now, Swiftblade is generally also very good at doing lots of damage, right? If you're dual wielding, the idea is that you can do a lot of damage with it. You might not need Battle Rage as your main skill set. You can just use, Swiftblade and use Battle Rage if you want as a backup or utility even. But there's things in this build I would change for sure, of course. Without a doubt. In some cases, I don't need crows, let's say, right? And I could use crows instead, right? I wouldn't change crows for anything. What am I saying? But Battle Focus, for example, I might not need that, and I can put that into, like, Sun to Earth. Because, again, why would I not use Sun to Earth? Oh my god. Guess what else is an AoE ability? But I don't like Sun to Earth. I think it's a really slow ability, and I'm not a big fan of it. So... But I can kind of move things a little bit just to try stuff out. Like, this is nice, this ability, whatever it's called. I can actually, what is it called? Right here. Fate's Blade is really nice because it extends the duration of Impale by 2 seconds. And I don't know how that scales with CC reduced, armors or whatever, but let's just say that it's 2 seconds, right? What's really cool about that is I don't have to apply crows at the start. I can go in, with Impale, I can do a bunch of stuff, use this very quickly, right, to extend the time, and then the last thing that I do is crows, and then I just keep attacking him because he's under crows, and they have 60% reduction to accuracy, right? So, in the early game, that's going to be a really big deal, but in general, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so that was my kind of explanation for what's going on with that. Let me move this off to the side. We're back here now. Terrifying Roar can't get CC'd and memed in your own bone cage. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I used to love playing with Terrifying Roar. The problem that I had with it, though, is that I was always using it defensively, and Terrifying Roar is an offensive skill, I want to say. I know that people are going to argue with that, but in my opinion, I think that if you're not using Terrifying Roar offensively, you're just not using it effectively. And it's a tough skill to learn. It's a really tough skill to learn. And I don't know why, but I practiced with months. I used Terrifying Roar with my Hellweaver build, right? I think. Let me see. I had 2 Hellweaver builds. There's this one. There was this one. Neither of them have it, because I'm sure that I removed it by this point. But Terrifying Roar, I tried my best to make it work with Hellweaver, because it works very well with Hellweaver and Freeze and etc., right? And you're melee, so you'd think it should work. But I would always cast it so early every single time. It didn't feel right. If I ever have to do this again, I feel like at some point I'm going to try to learn it, but it's tough to make it work offensively. I'd like to remember to use it and such, and then even see the results of it too. And then here's the thing: if I don't get Terrifying Roar off and I do a CC, in my head I know the crowd control time. It's 2.1 seconds, right? I can think about what to do in 2.1 seconds. If Terrifying Roar does go out, now it's 2.1 seconds times 1.25, right? You gain a quarter of the time back, and that kind of shifts everything that I do with my timings. So what I ended up doing, I remember, is I would still stun the target again, or trip the target again, even though they were already tripped. I could have waited, but I had no reason to wait. I was going to do it anyways. I was going to kill him anyways, right? Why would I wait and sit there and just relax for a second? I could, to make sure that my cooldowns go back, a quarter of a second faster. But I don't do that. And yeah, so like you said, Lucrative, I kind of gave up on that. Mikoto, anybody know any classes that are mainly using a sword and shield? You normally play tank classes and are drawn to sword and shield. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can play any kind of tank, honestly. Specifically sword and shield. If you want a nice sword, you can, obviously, rank up a sword and it's fine. But, I don't know, people use different things, all sorts. But let's say that it's sword and shield. You can play it in just a variety of melee-focused ways, right? There's a lot of melee focuses on tanking that today are just very popular, and it's fine. And I mean, there's a billion ways to do it. I don't even know where to begin with it. But let's just say that your first optimal point is defense, because you want to maximize the use of your shield, and you want to also maximize the use of your sword. So maybe you'll put Battle Rage into it. This isn't as popular because most people who do defense or tanking don't try to also do damage, because it's just never going to be as efficient as somebody who's a DPS. But it's an idea, right? Especially to level up with, you definitely want something like this. Later on, you might say, okay, let's do something more defensive or supporty so that I can be a real tank and really focus on the tank part. And you might give yourself something like, I don't know, what do even people do these days now? Aromancy if you want defense from magic and some abilities to kind of control the battlefield. Occultism if you really want to mess with the battlefield and do some crowd control effects. And I think I just created Skull Knight, which is a very popular class for defense and such. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're the Yada guy, aren't you? Alex Strausen. Is that you? Megadeth? Am I right? Probably not. That's okay. But these are just ideas and ways you can kind of come up with plans and stuff. Feel free to... Yes. Okay, you said yes in chat. Yes. So Mikoto, hopefully that helps a little bit with brainstorming. There is a website that you can go to and just start making your own build and messing with stuff, and that is the... I don't even know if I've pulled it up anymore. It's arcadecodex.com, but I'll put it into chat. And then just start messing with things. See, I mean, honestly, you can just go in game and make a character right now because it's free to play, and just see how it feels to mess around with builds and such. So that's that. That's just where the calculator is. There's a calculator at the top tab. So Dark Runner's tanky in 2019, and you won't hate farming. Yeah, I mean, farming is a big deal in the early game, right? Taking something that's actually going to do damage is important. But yeah, you could actually do Sword and Shield Dark Runner. That's absolutely a thing. I totally agree. Personally, I would do... Where is it? I would do this and play Blighter, because I freaking love Blighter. I just wish people played Blighter more. Blighter is such a cool, offensive way to play defense. The only problem is I would play it without a shield, and I would just be used... Like, I even have a Blighter build here. You can see Readout is still spec'd in the ancestral form that doesn't use a shield. I played it very differently, but it's an idea, right? I think people still play Blighter, right? Let's look around. Melee's still out of hand. It is, and it's gonna stay out of hand. And it sucks that that's the way that it is. That's why the early game is so much fun. Oh, here's a Blighter. Not the most geared Blighter, but yeah, that's the thing. Played second Blighter on launch. Second Blighter. So many different classes. Oh, I think I just saw another one. Nope, that is Abolisher. But yeah, melee has always been that way. I mean, their justification for melee being so powerful, let's say in Raid vs. Raid, is that melee has to be up close, right? So they are susceptible to every damage across the entire, like, field, right? In a Raid vs. Raid setup, if you're in the front and you're attacking people, you can get hit by everything. And that is a good justification for a game without so much mobility. Because the game is so mobile, because there's gliders and mounts and vehicles you could take advantage of, and environmental terrain you could take advantage of. Yeah, melee is pretty powerful. You can take advantage of it in so many ways. So I don't know if they're ever going to really nerf it the way that it is. I think Swiftblade is a good way to play melee, but I don't think that it's crazy for melee or necessary. I do think Swiftblade is really nice for some ranged classes, I guess, but we'll have to kind of see how that plays out. There's things you could do with it, but usually you want to take different skill sets if you're trying to be mobile as ranged, or you're trying to keep yourself alive as ranged. You probably wouldn't take Swiftblade over something else. So we'll see. I don't know. We have no idea how it's going to change. This is the game that we have right now, and we're just going to play it. And if that means a lot of people are going melee, then that's just what it is, right? And I like playing melee, and it sucks that you know, people who want to play Archer or, you know, well, Archer's a good example, that they're kind of on the back foot all the time. But there's a challenge in that too, right? You have to learn, you have to figure it out, find ways to keep yourself alive all the time. And again, it's going to be kind of crazy in the early game to see how things change, but there's fun in that too. There's absolutely fun in trying things or playing a way and trying your best to make a way that you want to play work. Like me. This is normally not something people do, probably not anymore. I'm sure Executioner is still more popular than it was in the past, but I've been playing this since release. And I found a way to make it work, and it was fun for me. And yes, it's still melee, yes, it's a better, easier way, you know, than trying to play Archer out of the bat. But I don't really like archers myself, playing archery. But I totally respect all of archery in general, so hopefully it does somehow become better. I don't know. The problem is archery is either going to be too powerful or just not powerful enough. It's really hard to balance that properly. It's very hard to balance that properly, especially around the gear that's in the game. My personal suggestion is make everything tankier across the entire board. And if that actually happens, I mean, fights would have to last longer, you'd have the chance to actually do crowd control effects, and then every class becomes more relevant. Everything across the board. If you can't one-shot something, or even six-shot something, then every class matters. Coordination matters, crowd control matters. You might have to kind of reduce the diminishing returns on some crowd controls, but still. I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Archery's only OP in water raid versus raid. Yeah, right? I don't know if it's OP in water raid versus raid because of like mounts and stuff, because I would take advantage of that all the time, but yeah, in general. It's pretty good in water for sure. If everything gets tankier, they have to rebalance damage again, because healers become immortals. Yeah, I mean, it's true, right? This is an idea. It's not like whoever actually implements it, they have... You know, I could talk for hours about what exactly we do. We could pick through things very specifically and say, oh, but we have to change this, but not this, and maybe make it so this is 100 points higher, this is 100 points lower to balance it up. But this is somebody else's job, not mine. I had that job at one point a long time ago. And to be fair, it was actually a lot of fun, but I like math and stuff, so I did balance before. I mean, but that's not my job right now, so it's kind of up to them. It's up to Exo Games to figure it out. Alright, well, we actually got somebody. Last major balance change, damage moved from the scaling to rely more on that flat damage of skills, which was a great idea. Now they have to deal with power creep from the gear, making those ratios insane again. Well, power creep is, with everybody, you know, getting Haram... Oh god, I got an alt. Okay. With it, so this is just nothing. With everybody getting Haram gear, it's easier to catch up for sure, so I hope that does make it better. Lucrative, regardless, you're going to have to run an AAU. You're going to have to run. Yeah, you're going to have to run. Believe it or not, running is, pressing W is a skill that you're going to need to have. Oh, you're going to have fun. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Even with the balancing always, you know, wacky or whatever, it should be a lot of fun. Oh, it's got Divine Weather buff, though. Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry, I got an ult, so they're just trying to get their ult out of the way. Not as interesting. But anyways, you guys can keep asking questions in chat. Hopefully that helps. Bags and yep. Just gonna go with that. Thanks for following, guys. Again, I'm gonna be streaming more and more throughout the month as time goes on, so if you guys enjoy the stream and, you know, the commentary, whatever, just go ahead and follow. Read it backwards. Oh, Shappy. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you make your name like that? What does it do? What does it accomplish? Read it backwards, Shappy. Alright, hey Shappy. It's good to see you. Annoyances. Really? It's annoyances? Whose annoyances? Oh, I mean, I said it was annoying, right? But in general, it's like... I don't know, it's weird. I'm just gonna call you Yip here, how about that? Because you've called yourself that, so I have to call you Yip. I don't have any choice. Oh, am I planning on change? Oh yeah, so that's what you're telling me. Yeah. I'm going to, for sure. Definitely. So I'm starting to stream now to get back in the game and kind of know what to do. Spy code, yeah, that's true. You're gonna stay on Legacy, not sure yet. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with Legacy. I can't wait for the new servers. I just want a server, and I've been yelling about this forever, but I want a server where there aren't all of the ridiculous event buffs from 6 years ago, from 4 years ago, you know? Because I have it right here, for example. Where's that buff? I bet I put it away. Anyways, oh, here it is. It's right there. There's so many different buffs and exploits that have happened in the past, and, you know, dupes and this and that have just... that are still on Legacy, that are, you know, that have affected it to this day. I'm tired of those. And a restart from fresh, yeah, there's probably still going to be duping and hacking and whatever happening, but at least it's fresh. At least it's fresh. And at least, you know, everybody's kind of learned their lessons from the past and hopefully are taking better precautions, but in reality it's still going to happen. It's just how video games are, unfortunately. It is a Haram fresh start, yeah, so that's kind of the big thing. Haram is daily age? It is, yeah. It's absolutely true. You have to do a lot of stuff every day. No, that's not actually true because you don't necessarily have to. But, you know, there's some fun in the whole you're leveling up and doing this with other people. And there's a social interaction there, and everybody's kind of progressing with each other, right? That's not really something you get anymore on Legacy, because so many people are up at the top. If you're not at the top, you're just kind of trying to catch up, and that's not as fun as everybody at the same level working together and kind of catching up and working, you know, on their gear together at the same time. I enjoy that, for sure. People will be farming all day. It is great PvP, for sure. Every single spot across Aurora is going to be constantly on farm. So, you know, trying to get a spot is going to be like a raid thing. Like, you actually need to put a raid together just to farm spots, which I want to see. I want that to be a thing. But look how many people are playing right now on Legacy. Obviously, maybe people are playing just to get ready for AAU or whatever. Oh, this was full, like, much earlier. Well, whatever. there were people there before. Maybe an event started. I have no idea. Catch you in Eastern Haram Mountain, holding the line versus the nasty Warborn. Oh my god, getting to there is gonna take some time for sure. And then even being able to kill things is gonna take forever. So this is fine. What was I gonna do? There was something that I wanted to do. I can't remember what it was. But, oh, I wanted to check. So, when do the actual events happen? Like all the faction war stuff? Because I have no idea. And I kind of want to do Halki. I kind of don't. Because I'm not really prepared for that. I don't have the gear anymore. It's a meme build, and at this point it's more meme than ever. Halcyon is 9:30 p.m. Eastern, so 8:30 p.m. So it's in an hour and a half. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Alright, level 55 Dark Runner. I still have to take him seriously, because he's a Dark Runner. And it doesn't take very much to kill somebody as a Dark Runner. But he doesn't have the Ancestral abilities. And he also doesn't have 5 skill points, right? Is that still a thing? No, he does. He's level 55, sorry, not 50. I don't know why in my head I thought 50. Okay. Kind of sped up there, kind of didn't. So I take this slightly seriously. He doesn't have the... I'll just use it as practice for... Oh. I'll use it as practice for, never mind. For practicing the combos. Because this combo with using pin down before precision strike... Listen, it's the easiest combo in the world. If you want to hit somebody, use pin down first to cause bleeding, and then use precision strike. And yet every single time I forget about it. Every time. Every time I do it in the wrong order. Is he still slowed? I think he was still slowed. Whatever. This was just an ult of somebody, or maybe somebody was just relearning the game. Hopefully that wasn't too... didn't make anybody sad over that. But It's okay, it just takes time to relearn. And you're more than ready to do it. Me? No. Have you seen my gear? Hello. Everybody runs toughness like crazy now, and they changed it. So critical damage isn't the way that it was back when I first played. It's much Wait, was it reset just now? Oh, I didn't play yesterday, that's why I was getting badges. Oh, everyone's doing arenas right now. Reset is now. Got it. Because I didn't play yesterday. That's why when I logged in after 5, I thought reset had happened. Oh my god, see, this is how out of touch I am. I don't play for 9 months and bam, forget everything. Isabella, thanks for following as well. You're still sticking around. For anybody else that just likes to stream, if you want to, chill, ask questions, go for it. If you like the stream, go ahead and follow. I'll be streaming more and more throughout the month, especially once the BTS hits. And I'll be streaming full-time also for the week of release. That'll be cool. So pin down bleeds last a decent amount of time. You can weave it in CC chains. I can. Oh, I can. Halsey is a rush to destroy the enemy's base now anyways. And I'm sure that because of the alts issue, that's also something to consider, but... you're more than okay to serve... well... I mean, it's true. I'm sure that I would be fine. I don't know how balanced it is or whatever, or how many alts get involved, anything of that sort. I'm very excited to PvP day 1 when Arcade Unchained releases. I doubt I'm going to actually get anybody in the arena, but I really want to go to the arena day 1. Day 1, I'm going to just start queuing, just to see what happens, right? Faction War should be hilarious. What else would happen? I don't even know. What other ridiculous things would happen? I'm just going to start dueling people at random. That'll be cool. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the release. I'll make a lot of fun with it for sure. See you there. Level 30 Death Wish. Yeah, boy. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. Level 30, everybody in arenas as soon as they hit level 30. That'll be awesome. That'll be the greatest thing to stream in the universe, honestly. 10v10 where everybody's level 30. Hello. That's great. I don't think you can do that even. Cancel this. So this has a limit of level 40. Well, that's not the same. If you're level 40, whatever, what's the point at that point? What else? Level 30 for Golden Plains Battle. Pretty good. Naval Arena. Level 30. Free-for-all Arena. Level 53. That's odd. Okay. It's literally an odd number. Gladiator Arena. Oh, you can't go into Glads until 50. Didn't know that. No. Good to know. Oh, and get a Searing Oath with a full plate Night Cloak. Just to keep yourself alive, yeah. Oh, gosh. Searing Oath and Library Shield. Isn't there better ones, though? Or no, I guess probably not at this point. I don't even know what the Library Shield does. I remember something about pulling people. I think that's the Vicious Implosion one, right? I haven't even gone to the library since that stuff was released, because I just haven't played since then, so I don't know the most recent content. I just know all the other mechanics. Probably too many. Alright, Fnatic 1v1 class. I won't be able to win, but we'll see how long I can last against him. Fnatic is like the new Reaper, I would say, with 1v1s. I guess that makes perfect sense, though, given the makeup of the class, but yeah. Yeah, pulls people within 15-meter radius. What you're targeting. Cool. Oh, of what you're targeting? Oh. Alright, so this is going to be fairly quick. You should be able to kill me. You did go Cloth. That gives me a chance. I'm not sure why I went Cloth. He used a very early Frigitrax. I mean, I have to punish that. I have no choice. Why would I even run into it, right? He could Stealth too. That means he's still going to get the first hit. Oh, he evaded that. Wow. Okay. Well, that sucks. This. Alright, so he's missing a little bit. That's nice for me. Cool. That's great for me, too. Gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, a good trip. He's still got that thing off, though. He used his potion. Unfortunately, I really don't have anything else I can do right now. still affected by crows. Ah. Use basic arrow. Oh, I actually could have used basic arrow to kill him. We only had like 1,000 health left. How much did basic arrow do? Oh, I was looking at the wrong. 200 damage, not bad. Okay, that's good to know. 200 damage basic arrows. Alright, but he's playing cloth, so I mean, to be fair, that's not. Why is he doing this? I mean, I have to punish it. What do you want from me? I don't care. There, it's already off. So. Oh, that missed. That was he was just out of the way on my screen. Okay. And evasion. That's fine. Wow, look at how much. Gosh. It's so hard to fight against. I don't think I can do that for Trip, yeah. Oh well. Oh, did he just heal again? Wait, how did he heal again? That's weird. That. I don't have any real good way to, yeah, there was no real way that I had to stop him from doing damage. And not only that, but I just couldn't get any moves off because he was just too far away. The thing is, his movement speed is very quick, and I don't know why. Why is his movement speed so fast? Is it just because of using Malediction? Because if so, man, Malediction is crazy. Alright. Cool. Good for me. Again, I'm punishing him every time. I don't know why he's doing it so early. He could CC and then have a better result. Oh, wow. That's a bit weird. Okay, let's do this. I did it in the wrong order, so I already sort of screwed myself over, but let's just go in here. Man, with Swiftblade, I can just go... I can do some funny things with that. Let's cause bleeding, and then go behind him, and then I have to do as much as I can for that. That actually did not cause... Oh, what? I thought he already healed. Man, I'm so confused. How is that possible? I thought he already healed. You don't have healing in this class. How is he healing twice during a battle? Oh well. He was playing cloths. If he was playing plate like most people do against me as Fnatic, I can't win. There's no way. So this was obviously is a little bit different. Yeah, Fnatic's broken 1v1s. They're a 1v1 pure class. If they go plate, I can't win. I mean, I said that at the beginning too. Range defense oriented tree. Haven't played Malediction versus Malediction ever yet. So much to learn. Yeah, if you haven't played at all versus Malediction, just because you haven't played in the last little while, it'll be interesting. People who use it as their main skill tree or one of their main damage skill trees, it's a very different kind of gameplay style, and they will take advantage of the fact that, you know, they can keep you in one spot for a long time with that ability. Forgot what it's called, but it's a giant rock there, and then you're stuck to it, right? Well, they just go and sit outside a range and just attack you. And as you see, I had to take advantage of that, or as much of my abilities as I could, to stay away from the rock, because I know that he's going to be landing all of his AoEs there. So any seconds I could get away from that rock, just by using Tiger Strike, or Charge, or Shadow Step, I would take advantage of, right? What else are we saying here? Missed a couple things. Lindsay, you're saying, or Andromeda Deluxe, you're saying, they should give you tank archetype. Oh, they should give the tank archetype its own free, or, oh god, man, I'm terrible with reading right now for some reason. Maybe I just need water, because I haven't drank water in a long time. Anyways, they should give the tank archetype its own new tree like they did Melee and Mage. Tanks would be nice. I totally agree with you. I would love to see a new skill set with archery. Hello, they still have one. Get me started on that. It's the most ridiculous thing in the universe. Where's my trap skill set? All right, years ago I wrote up a thing about a trap skill set, and I was a kid back then. I mean, I don't know, it wasn't really, but I put that on the internet, and people were like, "Oh, that's cute. That would be cool if there was a trap skill set." Blah blah blah. I mean, that would have been better, right? Because that could be based on archer range damage, but whatever. You essentially put traps under people, not necessarily just anywhere on the floor, but... it's okay. We instead got a lot more mobility, because I guess that's what Korea wants. But, what else? You need cloth on CC mages, otherwise CC is going to mess you up in Raid vs. Raid. Yeah, it's true. Well, most mages in Raid vs. Raid are going to go plate, because the real damage is melees and ranged, right? In Mage Ball versus Mage Ball, you might choose to go cloth, but I think that reality is it's just whoever hits who first, and hopefully the 64-bit client kind of clears up the whole problem with rendering distances and people rendering right when they're on top of you. At least I hope so. Only trap skill set you know of is in Path of Exile. Yeah. I don't know, I don't play Path of Exile, but I can't think of many. So, again, it would be a unique thing, right? Because only one other game did it. So, hey, something. What else have we been saying here? If you play, you'd sure go for full Haram. Receive damage plate, Searing Oath, Lip Shield. So, yeah, you're just trying to get as much damage reduction as possible. In reality, I don't think it's as crazy. Yeah, we do know a game with a Trapper skill set. That's true, yeah. Ragnarok Online. And I've been playing mobile a lot for the past few months. Helping lead a guild for that, too. And Shappy would know, because Shappy is just a dude on the internet. So am I, to be fair. We're both just dudes on the internet, but he watched my streams in the past, and then he saw me in Ragnarok Online on just a random server running around, and he PM'd me. And now he's in my guild, so... hopefully that hasn't been a nightmare for you, but I just find it so hilarious, such a small world. You cry every night. Plus wasting like 6 skills before a fight even starts. So that is based on... What were we talking about, Lucrative? Because I know you went to go get water, so hopefully you're back. Wasting 6 skills before the fight even starts. Because there's a million ways to do that. I mean, I try to cause that, you know, on people as much as I can. Waste all your skills because of this or that. Alright, let's go queue up again. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna end up losing a lot, but it's okay. I'm not trying to win, because I don't care about this character, really. This character is now an eternal meme. And that's just its goal and existence in life. I'm still going to use this character to like finish up the story probably, because I want to do that. And it will take me some time to catch up to the story on my main, or on the, the new server. But otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be using this character very much. And I did catch up to the story with like the current end, where we're just about to go to the garden. And I don't think there's any story elements in 6.0. I don't think anybody's even asked that question, and I kind of want to know the answer. Is there any kind of story elements with 6.0? Because that's kind of a big patch, but we're clearly not getting the garden. I don't even know where I'd find that out. I'd have to go and look through some of Mark's stuff from UmNum. Yeah, where would that even be? Patch notes. It doesn't have one for... Oh, here it is. New cast system. That's not helpful. January update. Ancestral stuff. Awoken update. No, not really anything. Well. Will Bonewell keep you out of the Malediction Rock? No. Wait. We tried something like that in the past with Imprison. And, like, if I cast Bonewall somewhere, you're usually just going to glitch back to the Malediction Rock. But... how did we test that before? Maybe we could test it again. I think it's been a long time since we tested that. I want to say no, though. I think we tried that and we said no, but... God, I don't know what to call that Malediction Rock. It's got such a long name, I wouldn't call it any of those. So... what are people doing right now, too? It's after reset. Don't people queue up for... I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's some... Kraken's up. Ah, so people are going and fighting in Kraken. See, I don't want to do anything like that right now. I actually don't feel confident enough to get back into Raid vs. Raid just out of randomness. I know that I can, I know that it would be fun, but the problem with all of those water fights is after you die, it takes forever to get back in. What's the point of streaming that? What's the point of streaming walking from one place to another? And just FYI, I will be streaming me walking from one place to another when the servers start up on the week of release. I hope that'll be interesting. I'll try to make as many jokes as I can about whatever the hell is happening on stream. And related to that, I still don't know what server or even race I'm going. I don't even know if I'm going west or east. If I'm west, I would go, obviously, Nuian, like I am right now. If I'm east, I would go Warborn, because I think it's hilarious. But I think that the Warborn transformation would get boring for me. So I might still go west to Nuian. But again, I don't know what server. So, it's a tough choice. I have no clue what I'm going to do there. And I don't think I need to make a choice until either A, they let us pre-make our characters early, or B, it gets closer to the release, right? Because closer to the release, I can say, yes, I'm going to do this, because I see these things happening, and I think it'll be more fun for me, as well as the stream, right? The stream will have fun, I think, no matter what server I go to, regardless, because I don't think I can stream raid versus raid, or, you know, I would love to, but people get so pissed about that sometimes. There's so much cross-server content, though, it wouldn't necessarily matter if I'm on one server or another. But for my personal gameplay, outside of streaming, I would have to go to the server that's more popular. I think that's still going to be better. If you're West in server 1, you'll duel me. If you're East in server 1, grief me. Don't stress either way. I mean, we could still go and make parties together cross-server and actually do arenas, right? So it doesn't necessarily matter what server you go to. 10v10 should be fun, right? A lot of people playing. Alright, Enigmatist plate. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna win. But again, we'll see how long this lasts. No! He actually got it off, damn. Oh, it missed. Alright, I'm gonna use this. Whoa! He just left! Okay. Alright, he's got 60% reduction in damage. Or, I'm sorry, accuracy, not damage. And nothing is failing. Well, but unfortunately, again, he's plate, so there's not much I can do to actually damage him here. Honestly, it's literally nothing. He's plate. I'm not playing plate, so... Yeah, you can supposedly you can make parties cross-server, and I've never actually tried it before, but that was the whole point of that system. They introduced it a little while back. Alright. Oh my god. Yeah. Dude. I mean, it's fine if you are... Yeah, I didn't get full healing out of that. It's okay. Look at this, jeez. Look at how much damage I'm just not doing at all. Yeah, there's no way I can kill him. There's no way I can kill somebody like that. Enigmatist and plate, nah. Enigmatist is still, I would say, a 1v1 class. It has survivability in raid versus raid, so it is great in 1v1. In raid versus raid, you would use it just for crowd control CCs and Mage Ball. I would go for one in open world, right? Because unless they're plate, right, then I'd have to go for a different target. But then again, in open world, you can kind of, you know, use defense penetration and other ways to still do damage, so not as big of a deal, I guess. Okay. So otherwise, what were we saying in chat? Yeah, so I kind of wanted to try that, but I've never been able to, because obviously I don't know anybody in the other servers. So they have ways that you can queue up with other people, right? Or did they not do that? Is that not a thing? Did we never get that? Oh yeah, you use chat. You use party invite. Is there? Do we know anybody on another server I can invite to my party? Because I don't know how this works. And then you queue up together for different arenas and stuff. But it's a command you have to type. I thought there was a UI for it, but maybe that only opens when you first do it. Has anybody here on the other server for, like, Kadum or something? Anybody here from Kadum? Nui? Can we try this party thing? because I've never done it before. I just know it exists. But see, it's because of this whole cross-server partying and doing arenas and stuff. I don't think it matters for me what server I go to, for streaming, specifically. But for my own personal, you know, fun and doing stuff and interaction, I would still want to be on the more popular server. Because naturally that would be the one that lasts longer too. As more people to start, it's going to have more people to end. Look at this. 3 labor to get your health and mana back so you can keep dueling. Ugh. Alright, so I guess there's nobody else that's chilling here and able to let us know whether or not we can make a party cross server. That's okay. For those that are chilling, just make sure, you know, if you guys like the content, you want to see more and whatever, go ahead and follow the channel. You'll know whenever I go live. You can follow, you know, me on Twitter, and you can go to the Discord as well, the Research and Development Discord that's down below. And I do let everybody know on those social media places whenever I go live too. And I'll be doing that more and more this month. Really excited about release. I'll be streaming all week. Let's keep going, right? What else is going on here? Dropped some frames. How has my overall streaming been? I have no idea what's actually happening. You have no clue what server you'd be on at this point. Yeah, me neither. Oh, I meant, like, do you have an old character right now on Kadum or Nui? Because I want to test it, because we could test it right now with anybody who's on a different server. Anybody from another server, we could test it right now. But I don't know who's on these other servers. Oh, you don't know the 50-50 on where the merges happen. What? That's right here. What's this? These are the merges, right? It should be Nui, Kadum, and Aria. Unless Nui isn't... Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you had a character in the past that you had on one of these servers, then it would be there, right? Not that we do. Alright. Let's try again. It'll probably be the Enigmatist. That's okay. Again, I don't care about this character. So we'll just keep trying and doing damage, practicing all the combos. Overall, I think I've been pretty happy with my performance in combos and just getting back into it. I think I'm still playing much slower than I used to. So I have to fix that, you know, obviously by knowing what to do and when. I still jitter, and I can feel myself jitter. Whenever I have the target crowd controlled, I have about 6 other things I could do, tons of different follow-ups and stuff, and I do kind of stall to know what to do and where to go, where to follow up. I stall because I don't know where the enemy is sometimes, I don't actually see them on my screen. I stall because there are so many options, I could do one or another and I can't pick, and these are things that I need to, over time, wipe out, and you know, get better at just the flow of combat, which I really liked the flow of combat before. The way that I played before was very good, so I just have to get back to that point. Alright, what did I get? We got a Demonologist, Sorcery, Occultism, and Witchcraft. Not a lot of movement, lots of crowd control. So if they keep me in one spot, it's going to be a problem. I pretty much have to get in there, do what I can, and get out. They're going to go plate, again. It's fine. If they want to win, they'll go plate. It's no big deal. I don't care about winning. I can give them the win. I'm just trying to fight against different classes and, you know, do CCs and stuff. So they are actually using the Wailing Dead. They're plate. They got a Wailing Dead. They have a lot more health than I do. They used Insulating Lens. This is going to be tough. Ooh. Oh my god, it's so hard as, you know, with plate, it's very hard to actually do stuff. Okay. Oh, that did trip them, which is nice. Problem is I'm stuck here too. Go that way. The stun from, thing, and then the Wailing Dead, of course. Still there. I'm not able to do any damage to him. Look at this. These damage values are terrible. can't imagine how an archer plays against this. It's a good. It's quite obvious why I have not seen an archer in this arena at all ever. You know, because it's just non-existent. And here, now I'm doing a lot of damage, but unfortunately it's too little, too late. Not only that, but he used the thing to regenerate health at the end. Oh no, maybe not. He's right at the end. I was able to do a whole bunch of damage, but just not enough at that point. I could try to kill the fiend, but I don't know. It's so annoying to have to kill this fiend. Alright, let's kill the fiend. The problem is the fiend has like a ridiculous amount of health, man. You spend more time just trying to kill this thing than you're actually doing anything useful. Look at this. And he's got plate, so he's fine, right? I did it in the wrong order again. I mean, at least I have the fiend out of the way, right? But unfortunately, because of the fact that... Yeah. Alright, sorry, your bubble trap is not gonna happen. Oh. Wait, what? How was I on fire? Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually very surprised that that worked the way that it did. Gosh, I'm still stuck in here. I'm glad that a lot of those failed, but... Alright, I actually managed to kill him. Boy, I don't think going for the fiend was worth it, but it still won, so I guess that's cool. If I don't trap him in a bone wall, then I have to... Actually, I could do something else. Ah! And I don't have Defiance anymore either. Man, that sucks. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this, honestly. It's so impossible to fight against these classes. Defiance was really my only way to do it, but, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Unfortunately. Wailing Dead is almost... Ah, okay. Yeah, there's not much I can do here for damage, unfortunately. Bubble Trap. Yeah. Oh well. I think I was still doing just fine, but he's plate. I mean, he's gonna win every single time. He's playing plate to win against me. If I went cloth, I don't even know if it would have made that much of a difference, but not a big deal. I think in general I did pretty well with combos. It's so hard to kill the Wailing Dead. It's got like 50% resistances to everything. You can kill it with crits, but you can't do that in the skirmish arena, so it just doesn't really work that way. Alright. So none of these instances are a thing right now, huh? So shortly after reset, I guess you could do the Nuria challenge, but that's at any time. Yeah. And I've never done this before. And I don't want to queue up with random people, of course. Not for something like that. I'll have to figure this out. Alrighty. What else is going on? Checking this out, making sure everything's good. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to be done for tonight. I still haven't even eaten dinner or anything, so I'm going to go do that. Live for 2.5 hours, not too bad. Again, I will be live more and more often as the month continues. Maybe Friday or sometime this weekend as well. Then I got like a weekend off or something, but whatever. I mean, I'll find time. Again, I'll announce it in all the different locations. Twitter, Discord as well. So otherwise, go ahead and follow the page if you like what, the content is and everything, and you want to see more of me trying to progress and get back into the game. If you have any other questions, anything that, you don't want to get into on stream, just go ahead and ask me outside of the stream. You can PM me at Discord. You can go into the Discord for the Research and Development Discord that's linked below, and just ask it there. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's going on. So for everybody that followed today, thank you very much. And I will see you guys next time. See ya. Good day. I don't know what an outro is. I just say words until you know, this page comes up and then I stop talking. Bye, everybody.